What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Pro Football Show. I am your host, Juice, and today we will be talking about the AFC East. We're going to be ranking them from who we think is going to win, where they're going to place, how we think the season is going to play out. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and let's just jump right into it. Coming in fourth, I have the New England Patriots, which is very unusual for them. They've dominated this division for 20 years. But they haven't for the last three years since Tom Brady left. They're still trying to figure out what they are. I think last year was just it was just awful to watch. That offense was just bad. But I think the addition of Bill O'Brien this year will really help that offense thrive, and it'll help Mac Jones with familiarity. But I just don't think they have the offensive firepower to keep up with these other teams in this division. I mean, I think their defense is going to be good. Their defense is always good. They drafted Christian Gonzalez, which was huge. That was a huge get. I think at like 15 in the draft. So I think that'll help them out. But I mean, the only additions they had was on offense, I believe, for weapons wise, was Juju Smith-Schuster, which I mean, he is an okay receiver. I mean, he's not bad, but he's just. I don't think he's going to put them over the top in any way. And then tight end Mike Gesicki from the Dolphins was a pretty good get at tight end, but again, just don't see how that's going to help them put them over the top against all these other teams in this division. I mean, the other teams have great defenses too, so it's going to be a battle. This division might be the best. One of the best divisions in the league this year. The AFC is, like we all know the AFC is loaded, so I think the Patriots are going to struggle, which is weird to say, honestly, but I just don't see how they have any chance at winning this division. I mean, we could be wrong. Crazy stuff always happens in the NFL, but I just don't foresee them making it out of this division or even into the playoffs. All right, and then coming in third, and these next three teams any one of these next three teams could win this division. It's pretty crazy. But I have the New York Jets coming in at third. I think that with the addition of Aaron Rodgers, really puts them over the top. I think they lost like 6 or 7 games last year by like one score. So I think Aaron Rodgers makes that up in a big way. But it just depends on which Aaron we get. I think we're going to get the refreshed, rejuvenated, scorched earth Aaron Rodgers that we saw in 2020 during the COVID year when he won the MVP. I think he's coming out with a vengeance to prove everybody that he still got it. He's still the man, which I think he still is. He can still sling it, as we've seen in these offseason videos so far. The guy's still got a cannon of an arm. He's smart. He's got weapons all over the place. He added Lazard. He's got Garrett Wilson. Breece Hall's coming back. And that we already know that defense is going to be good. So Sauce Gardner, those boys are going to ball. So I would look for them to make a run. I mean, this is their year. They went all in to get Aaron Rodgers. So I think that they're going to I think they make the playoffs, but I don't think they win the division. And then second place, which would be a shock for most people, but I mean, benefit of the doubt, people give the Buffalo Bills. They think they're going to win the division, but I don't foresee that happening. I think the Bills are good. They're great. I mean, like I said, they could also win this division. It's just not out of the question, but can they win when it matters is the big question I have, and I haven't seen them win when it matters. The last few years they've kind of blown it. They've almost lost to the Dolphins in the playoffs without a quarterback, so it's just hard for me to pick the Bills to win this division this year. I think they still could. I mean, they have Josh Allen, a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He's great. They did return all their players, but like I said, is it good enough? We'll see. I mean, adding Leonard Floyd this couple days ago was huge for them. A 10-sack guy every year will be some much added help on that defense. Bringing back or coming back from injury of Von Miller is a huge leader on that defense. I think that's going to be huge. They drafted Dalton Kincaid on their offense. I think that's going to be a big weapon for them, for Josh. I think he's going to target him a lot more than he did Dawson Knox, which he used Dawson Knox a lot, but I just think that Dalton Kincaid's a bigger weapon, and both of them on that roster is going to be huge for the tight ends. So I think they both ball out this year on that. And then they added Latavius Murray, which is a decent running back. They need a running back. I said, if you watch my last video, like I said Josh Allen needs help in the run game. He has no one to run the ball. That's why it would help with his turnovers if they could just run the ball every once in a while, and deep in the playoffs, you have to be able to run the ball, and they cannot. But I think Latavius Murray does help a little bit with that, but he's not. I don't think he puts you over that next level. And then coming in first place, obviously, is the Miami Dolphins. I think they are about to have a year. I think they're the front runners to get Dalvin Cook. They get Dalvin Cook. I mean, I think they already win the division without him. But I think they're going to really win it if they get him. That puts them way above everybody else. That offense is. I mean, it's going to be insane to watch the Miami Dolphins at all. But again, it depends if Tua stays healthy. If Tua doesn't stay healthy, they're going to win this division. But if Tua stays healthy and balls out, I think this team makes a deep run into the playoffs this year. It's been a while for Dolphins fans, man, so it'd be nice to see them make a little bit of a run here. I mean, that offense is speed. It's more speed, so it's going to be tough to guard them on offense. I mean, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle is insane. The only question mark I have on their offense is their tight end position. The Patriots ended up signing Mike Gesicki, so I'm not sure who their tight end's going to be, what that's going to look like, but I guess we'll find out. And then Vic Fangio as a defensive coordinator, I think is a big get for the Dolphins. I think that he's going to improve that defense, which was already pretty decent. And then they added Jalen Ramsey on the other side of Xavier Howard, so I think that's also going to be massive for their defense. So this is going to be a top team, and they added Chosen Anderson on the wide receiver, which is a nice little extra weapon to have. So again, the Miami Dolphins all depends on how healthy Tua stays. If he doesn't stay healthy, this team is going to be. We're going to miss out on a historic offense. I think this offense is really going to go. Like Tyreek Hill, I think, just said yesterday he wants to be the first 2,000-yard receiver. I think it's possible if Tua stays healthy. They just have weapons all over the place. So I'm pretty excited to watch the Dolphins this year, to be honest. I think they're going to go deep into the playoffs. But yeah, let's just if they win this division and get home field advantage, it's going to be good for them. I think it's been a while since Miami has been a contender, and I think they are a contender this year. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. So I have Patriots coming in fourth, the New York Jets coming in third, the Buffalo Bills coming in second, and coming in first place and winning the division, the Miami Dolphins. So let me know down in the comments what you would change, what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you.